Hey guys, what's up? We are back with another episode of SocioCast. This is episode numero cinco. It's been a minute.
Yep.
We've about a couple of months.
5 months.
Five. Okay, this is
To
episode
be
5, and it's been
specific.
5 months since the last one. We've kind of deviated from it for for a lot of bit because we're obviously not living together anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Luis is back in the valley. Your boy Rolan is back in Laredo. And today we're kind of talk about what we've been up to and what we've learned about ourselves generally, and the importance of distance. All right,
Wow.
Luis, you want to get started?
Yeah,
What
it's
you
gonna be
been
a
up
good
to
one.
last couple months? Where are you at today? What's new? Was nuevo?
Yeah. So I can start with I left Laredo.
Okay.
Went back to the valley, South Texas. Oh, like very like of South Texas, far Texas to be specific.
That's deeper south than Laredo, which
it's like
is
an hour away from South Padre.
down deep in the south.
Yeah. So I left. I went back.
Which is where you're originally from.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of rejoined a group of individuals who have a studio.
What kind of studio?
I co-founded it with Joey.
Dance studio.
Yeah, dance studio
Okay.
in McAllen. So I went back, helping them out with whatever I can. Kind of stepping back into the dancing world, to be honest. That's been exciting. I stepped away from it for like, what was it, 4 months that I stayed here?
Yeah, it was a good 4 months. Solid
Yeah.
4 months.
And that was cool. Part of that was distance.
Yeah. Okay.
And being away from home, which is, whether you like it or not, you're going to grow.
Yeah.
It's going to
okay.
make you uncomfortable
Yeah.
in some sort of way.
Yeah.
So I'm now living in the valley. I just came back because it was his birthday. Turning 25.
ShadowRenaissance.com.
Turning what, 22?
22. It was just my birthday last week. Well, during the week. It's currently Sunday.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been just dancing, dude, and just trying to
Okay.
get creative with whatever I do, to be honest.
Nice.
I've been trying to get more artsy with whatever I'm, like, doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sort of kind of helping me, in a sense, find myself,
Okay.
but in a deeper level. Because I'm
Okay.
doing something that I'm kind of, like, passionate about.
Would you say you express
Every
yourself
day.
through dancing?
Oh, yeah, super self-expressive. I think the goal with just art in general is self-expression.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's therapeutic.
Nice.
The arts is very therapeutic, right?
That's what you've been up to the last couple months, dancing.
Yeah.
Dancing. That's fucking sick.
With the guys, man. I
Yeah,
love
now
them.
when I met Luis, well, I mean, I've met him back in like elementary school, but when I caught up with Luis a few years ago, he was super into the dancing world, and that's kind of what has been his thing since I've kind of reconnected with him recently, and I do. It's super cool to see you kind of doing like
Again.
what you like to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking badass.
And you?
Nice. Sorry. So me, I am back in Laredo. I say back in Laredo because I left for a little bit. I was living in California for about 2 months. Freelance, did some freelance projects over there. Most of my work was creative work. But now I'm back in Texas. A lot of people have been asking me like, "Are you back to Laredo?" Yes, people. I'm here. Use and abuse me.
RolandSatch.com.
Yeah. So I've been back, and like I said, when I was over there, I was just working on some freelance projects. Since I've been back in Laredo, I've been working on more freelance projects.
Mhm.
Just pretty much been up to the same old work, all photography related. I did one video project, which is kind of cool, I guess. But so yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to the last couple of weeks. For the most part, I've been spending time with my family. I feel that since I've been back from California, I
Like
feel
2 months, right?
Yeah, it was 2 months,
Yeah.
dude.
Were they like the longest 2 months ever?
They were the longest 2 months ever because I was like on the other side of the country, like literally,
Yeah.
and I wasn't like a 5-minute drive or 20-minute drive down like from one side of the city to the other. I was literally like there was no way I would come see my family if I wanted to see them like right away. But yeah, I learned how. Damn, put your brain fart from alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Good. Okay, so I guess we can start talking about what we've learned about
Mhm.
each other from being away from home.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Say 2 things you learned about yourself, or in general that you've learned about.
Okay. Yeah,
anything.
sure. I think I can start with independence.
Okay.
That's a big one. You kind of have to be independent. I mean, you rely a lot on your family, which is totally normal.
Yeah.
It's about support and supporting each other. But being away from them is kind of also, I'll say therapeutic because you get to miss something because
Okay.
it becomes so scarce.
Yeah.
So you value it more
That's
once you
something-
leave.
Yeah, it's like something that you see every day, and like for an 8 to another, it's just like it's not there. I mean, it's not that it's gone completely. It's just that you've put yourself in a situation where you're away from it.
Yeah, so that's a big one. Being away from family.
Okay.
I depend on a lot of my parents are super supportive.
Okay.
Mostly in everything that I do, even if they don't agree with it. So kind of being away from them and kind of having to make my own decisions.
Okay.
Really help with being independent and taking charge. You know what I mean?
Independence.
Yeah, especially as we're getting older.
Yeah,
that's kind
definitely.
It becomes more and more important.
And for some reason, I feel some sense of frustration in a way because I feel like I'm not doing anything or I'm taking too long to get to where I want to be. And yeah, definitely being alone has, I guess, like you said, helped that like independence inside of us kind of like just grow more and more.
And it can be being alone can be like a good thing and also a bad thing. So
yeah, you gotta have that balance. You gotta have some of it, but not too much of it. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere in there, you know.
Yeah, I think independence is one, and I think another one is, it's so weird, but you just brought it up. Balance has been like a big theme in like my past for like 3 months.
Okay.
Because to an extent I'm an extremist. Like when I want to do something, I just like fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Right.
Just go 155% in.
That's totally not the way to go.
Damn.
That's not the way to go.
It's not?
No.
What would you say is not the right thing, but from your experience, what is like the steps of like succeeding in something?
I can give you a very personal example.
Okay.
So I've been dancing since I was 14.
Okay.
And then I moved over here when I was 21.
Yeah.
About to turn 22. I totally like I put a stop to it, and I totally forgot about it.
When you were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And I became so like dispassionate about it.
About the whole dancing thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's been like a huge part of my life. That was not the way to go about it. Now these 4 months, sort of like I broke up with dance.
Mm-hmm.
When I came back to it, I was so much more open-minded, and I learned to accept them more.
Okay.
Because it's now like a part of me.
Would you say that before that little breakup that you did, or separación, before that little separación, would you say that the way you were dancing was consistent? Like it was like the same type of like I guess dancing or same style. Would you say it was consistent versus like the way you're doing it now?
Yeah, it's because it was going like in a loop like this.
Okay.
And then it kind of like I would get those highs.
Yeah.
And then I would get super lows.
And now, what would you say it's have like?
I think it's very consistent like this.
Okay.
Especially because of my friends. They're super creative, and then they love dancing. Like they're super passionate about it.
Sick.
That kind of sticks with you. There might be days where I just don't want to do anything involving dance, but then they come out of nowhere and start doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super
just
exciting.
fucking around.
Yeah,
and then fucking badass.
It makes me want to like, okay, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
and I don't think about it as much. So, being around people that are like into the same thing, it's very valuable. Because it comes back to support.
Sick.
But yeah, dude, balance. Independence and balance.
It's sweet. It's those
big,
two
big
things.
Thing.
Nice. So I guess my turn to talk about two things that I've enhanced or have came to realize while being away or alone.
Enhance is a good word.
Enhance.
Yeah.
Enhance.
That's totally.
Yeah, it's generally, it's a very general way of saying getting better with time.
Yeah.
Enhance.
Definitely.
Enhance. Two things that I've learned. Don't think to not take things for granted. I think that's definitely one thing that I've over time I've tried to really appreciate is just really appreciating the simple things that are you're surrounded with on a daily basis. For example, like I mentioned, my family, ever since I've been back, I've been super close to them, as opposed to before I left. It'd be like, oh, the kids, like, I mean, whatever. It's not that I would get frustrated with them. It's just I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, like we would fight a lot when I was not gone. It was just mostly because I wanted to be alone, and honestly, it was because of me. Like I just wasn't happy like with the things that had going on.
Okay.
Not that I was unhappy, but I wasn't satisfied with the way I had things like rolling in at my life at the moment, and I would just kind of be frustrated and mad at everything. But while being gone and away from everything that's really gets me going, which is like my family.
Yeah.
Made me come back and just appreciate the fact that like no matter the situation that we're all in, I think we just have each other. Like like we're each other's support system.
I think that's part of like you taking risk.
Okay.
Being your friend and seeing it from like far away from another perspective is those things come along with taking risks.
Yeah.
I can say that I've seen you take a bunch of risks
Yeah.
where that involves, you know, and it gives you room for growth, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And another thing that I've come to realize, and it's kind of sad realization. This is like it's like a third in between out of those two main things that I realized. But seeing my little brothers grow up is very sad, bro. Like like I get deep in my thoughts sometimes thinking about how they're not gonna be my little brothers forever. I mean, they're always gonna be my little brothers, but they're not gonna be little forever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like.
Mm-hmm.
Like my 25-year-old little brother's not gonna be little anymore, like in the future, and that's gonna suck because right now I can fuck around with them and just regardless, like we all live in the same roof, and it's totally cool and acceptable. But later on, when they have like their families and stuff, that's gonna be a little weird, you know, fucking slapping your brother in the head for no reason.
Yeah, that would be pretty weird.
Not like I mean, I'm still gonna do it, right? But it's not gonna be like the fuck, Junior. I'm gonna tell mom, like, nah, it's gonna be like, you wanna fucking go, bro. So, anyways, that's a little like thing I sneaked in there from things that I've realized or. Come to the conclusion. Another thing that I've learned, last final thing that I've learned about myself from being away and distant from home or from my surroundings, is organization. Generally in life, you have to have not exactly like a game plan for everything, but some sort of idea to base yourself off.
Some plan is better than
some plan is better than no plan, even if it's a shit plan. You know, like even if it's like a simple. Like wake up at this time, go to sleep at this time. That is so much. Because there was a certain point when I was over there away, where I wouldn't have any set schedule or any task to complete, and I just felt like I was going in circles.
You get lost.
Yeah, and that happened a lot during the last couple weeks that I was over there, just because I was already getting homesick. I wanted to come home, and like it was just really hard for me to concentrate on one thing when I was thinking about other things like the people in my house or little things like that. So definitely having a game plan is very important in any situation.
Yeah.
But those are the two things that I've learned: having a game plan, and what was the first one that I said?
Taking things for granted.
Taking things for granted. Yeah. Appreciate your support system and even the little things that you don't think matter. Appreciate the small things and having a game plan. Definitely.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a quote. I'm a big fan of quotes because they're just like a remembrance, like, of a huge impactful thing.
Okay.
Failing to plan is planning to fail.
Okay.
I saw it in a film, Casey Neistat film.
Nice.
That's always stuck with me. I always try to say like out loud to friends or whatnot. And it comes back to what you just said.
Failing to plan is planning to fail.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's pretty straightforward.
You want to close it off? I kind of want to close it off already. What do you think?
Yeah, go for
I'm going to, so real quick, I'm reading a book called The Essentialism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I've been up to lately. I'm reading a book. And when I say read a book, I mean like I read between 3 to 5 pages a day. So it's going to take me a little while to finish it, unless I get really into it. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Anything that you're currently up to, kind of learning or enhancing?
I'm learning... I think a general theme is just being open-minded.
Okay.
And it comes back to just from reading books to getting better at what you do.
Nice.
That's been a theme also of what I've been up to. How can I keep myself open-minded?
Nice.
So yeah, that's been a thing. So that's kind of what I've been kind of like punching or playing around with. But other than that...
I just thought about another question to ask before we close it off.
Go for it.
So your expressive outlet would be dancing, right?
Yeah.
What is something that you want to improve about your dancing this year?
I think experimenting with other styles of dance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a specific style that you would like to like kind of tap into, kind of see what it's about?
I think contemporary.
Okay.
Yeah. I've only taken like 2 classes ever.
Nice.
That has to do with contemporary, but that's a little... It makes me sort of uncomfortable because I don't really fuck with it as much. But that would be a goal, definitely, for this year, to improve on.
Nice.
And just, I think just fucking with other styles.
Nice.
It all connects with each other in some sort of way.
Damn, y'all. So did you guys hear me sign fingers on my little brother? All right, so I'm going to close it off with... I mean, we already closed it off like for the 3rd time, but one thing I want to improve on my photography is light shaping. I really, I want to control light more. I know I've said that before, but lately I've been experimenting with strobes more and more.
Mm-hmm.
So in my photos, you're gonna be seeing a lot more shadows and dark shadows. So that's gonna be me experimenting with light shaping. That's what I want to
Dope.
improve on photography this year. Yeah. So anything else
Yeah.
you want to close it off with? For
No.
like the 5th time, close off, close off, close off.
Yeah, I think whoever's watching this, if you can sort of comment on the video on what you're gonna work on for this year,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2019,
For sure.
that'd be so cool, and we'll totally reply to those comments.
Yeah, most definitely.
So we can interact a little bit with whoever's watching this.
Yeah. All right, guys. So more of these are gonna come throughout the next months, weeks, years. They're gonna keep coming randomly whenever we get together, and we definitely want to change the location of them too. So they're not all gonna be in studio, but for the most part, the quality of them should be más o menos igual.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. So thank you so much for checking in from your boys, RolandSanch.com and
Luis
Alonso Robles. All right,
Yeah.
deuce.
Oh shit, that was loud.
Damn. All right. Hey, guys. Sorry. Jumping in here real quick. We forgot to mention, well, I forgot to highlight something pretty fucking cool. Luis Gear here got me tickets to go see ASAP Rocky in San Antonio, Texas in about 2 weeks. So,
Injured Generation Tour, right?
Injured Generation Tour. Dude, we might highlight the event in this channel. We don't know. But
That'd
something
be cool.
that will happen is another episode of SocioCast in about 2-3 weeks. So stay tuned for that. For real this time, deuce.